What's up, everybody? Jensen Cummings here. Thank you, as always, for tuning in. We're talking websites must be UX friendly, user experience. We're going to dig into that a little bit. It's a dirty word. It's an unknown word when it comes to restaurants. It's mission critical these days. And so when I think of UX, user experience, I think of steps of service. I think of the way that you navigate a guest when you got butts and seats. How do you navigate that guest through their full experience? That's what I want people thinking about when they're thinking about UX in the restaurant. Steps of service. You're very good at that. You really anticipate their needs, their wants, the challenges that you're going to face, and you're able to move them through a seamless experience. It's the same thing on digital.
How a website looks when you first go on it is the same as how a host greets you the second you walk into a restaurant. It's the same, like, oh, I know where I am, they want me to be here, and they're going to start asking me which direction do I want to go with my experience now. It's the same thing with how a website is created and how we have been tailored to use them. Very, very similar concepts, I do think.
My favorite thing to feel when I'm going to a restaurant's website is clean and easy. So it doesn't have to be cluttered with, a bunch of menu items, but feels easy to use. I know how to get where I need to go. And it just looks nice, clean, not too much kind of distracting from what I'm there for, which is to order food.
I do think the purpose of your website, even more before COVID, was giving me an idea of who you are before I even stepped foot in it. And yeah, does the menu look the same on the website as it does printed in-house if I do go there? And everything is integrated. And yes, I think when you're talking about colors and stuff, if you have a red and black website and you go into your restaurant and everything's green and yellow, you're like, I'm very confused. I don't even know if they know who they are, so I don't know where I am.
When restaurants have an about page on their website, brief, but still there, it makes a lot of difference in how I'm connecting with their brand. Because I love reading about people's stories and their backgrounds, and you never know how someone comes into whatever they're doing. I think adding that little human component, it makes a big difference. In addition to having something that's user-friendly, that looks nice, that is easy to navigate. If a restaurant is investing in how they're coming across to their consumers, they really care, and it's something that they realize is important. And not to say that other restaurants aren't or don't care, to the same degree, but it makes me feel better as a potential buyer, that I feel cared for, that my interests are seen and recognized.
If you get onto a website and it's clunky and clumsy and you don't know what's going on with it, you just don't feel it, right? I feel like if a website is clumsy, you expect that every other layer of the experience is going to be clumsy. Why wouldn't you, right? That's an expectation I have. If the front of your restaurant is sloppy and dirty and disheveled, why would I think any other part of your restaurant, my experience, is going to be any different? Now the website, this is your signage, this is your front door, this is the opportunity to get that foot traffic, so to speak. It's the menu on the curbside. You better make sure that menu board you have out front has the actual menu that you are currently serving, not menu from 3 weeks ago. And that happens on websites all the time.
You want people to find your page and you want them to stay there. So I found your website, but it's terrible to look at. I'm clicking off immediately because it's a headache to even navigate. It doesn't have accurate information. It's like you said, setting the tone before I even step in. If you can't take care of that platform of your business, then how am I supposed to feel taken care of when I'm going to be coming and spending probably hundreds of dollars in your restaurant,
Look, I know that it's hard. I know that it's complicated. I know that we are tactile. We're face to face. We make things with our hands, yet we have to catch up to the times. And we need to understand that people want to and need to interact with us on this. How we get here is going to be fundamentally important for restaurants.